A man is more likely to be shamed for his inability to perform sexually than a woman. And this is because a lot of men tie their self-worth, masculinity, confidence to their ability to sexually satisfy a woman. So when you hear things like, he's a 2 minutes man, everybody is like, ooh, who is a 2 minutes man? Is it that guy? Let's break it down. Let's look at this whole thing from a different perspective. Quick disclaimer before I dive in, I am not a sex therapist yet. And when I talk about sexual intimacy, I mean that within the confines of marriage. Everything I say is based on my research, personal experience, and conversations I've had with people over the years. Do not take this as a professional advice. Take it as a perspective that may help you think about the issue differently. That being said, one thing I've realized about life is that society has and will always be shaped by the things we expose ourselves to. Things like watching porn. Because you watch these videos and you see a man who go 40 minutes, 1 hour, and then people use that and set it as a standard. Don't go by yourself. Oh. Sometimes these videos are actually edited videos and they make it look like the man lasts long. 90% of women get sexual satisfaction not by penetration alone. Let me say that again. Let me say it in a different way altogether. Most women reach orgasm not because they are being penetrated. If you understand this, you don't go disturb yourself. All you need to know is how you can do it, how you can bring her to satisfaction. If you're able to make a woman orgasm within the first 1 minute of intercourse with her, even if you ejaculate in the next 3 minutes or 4 minutes, she's not going to complain. The reason why women are complaining and everybody's like, na 2 minutes man, is because most times you leave her hanging. If you know how to do this, if you know how to get her to reach her peak, even if you come later on after like 1 minute, she will not complain. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Sexual intimacy with your wife is not a marathon. It's not Olympics. It's not a game that you have to go and finish and win. No, it's a journey of you discovering yourself, discovering the things that make you happy, discover her body. Our bodies as women are filled with nerve endings. My ears, my neck, my face, my leg. It's like everywhere you touch is turning her on. Learn her, learn your bodies, understand her, such that you don't even have to, go kill yourself on top woman. Like I said, it's a journey, no need to rush, except of course you want to have a quickie, which comes every now and then. You know how it is, sometimes you want to rush out and it just happens. Otherwise, calm down, jiri ya nwayo. Discover what makes her tick, what makes her excited. One of the biggest misconceptions in the minds of a lot of people is that women only reach their peak when you penetrate. Research has shown that 80% or more of women reach their peak without penetration. So basically what I'm saying in this video is that there is no rule to how long sex must last. Every couple is unique in their own different ways. Find what works for you. It's a connection, not a performance. A lot of people see it as a performance, and that is why people go lengths, do things to themselves just because you feel like, oh, I'm going to be more sexually appealing, or I'm going to be able to satisfy my woman more. If you understand a woman's body and if you understand your woman, then you know that you don't even need to do all of that. Just know where her G-spot is. Some women like the external clitoral stimulation where you use your finger and you're just stimulating it. Doing that alone, you see my hand, doing that alone can bring her to her peak. And you need to also understand, because it varies for every woman. For some women, this alone will take her there. For some women, you have to tap. For some women, you have to put your finger inside and then reach it from the inside. Like, understand these things. If you understand her body and know what makes her excited, it won't take long for you to be able to please her. And take your time. The problem is that a lot of you guys are always in a rush. Always in a rush. I mean, I don't understand. If you can sit and watch a football match that lasts 90 minutes with all of the tension that comes with it, why can't you sit with your wife, with your woman for at least 30 minutes and just stimulate her? You're always in a rush to just do and stand up and go. No, now, if you really want to satisfy a woman, take your time. Another misconception is that it has to start from the bedroom. No, it doesn't. I have said this quite a number of times in my videos. Stimulating a woman doesn't necessarily need to start from the bedroom. You can stimulate her mind. Foreplay can happen outside the bedroom. Tell her sweet words. Touch her not because you want to have sex at that moment. Romance her. Tell her words of affirmations. Meet her where she is. Her love language. Pour into her. If you're doing all of these things, then when it's now time for you to do the do and be in that action, you realize that everything is just so easy for you. Not when you're just 2 words apart throughout the day. no conversation, nothing. And then at night, you want her to magically transform. We don't have that ability. Most men, when you touch them in their penis, they are ready. And once penetration happens, in no time, they ejaculate or they orgasm. But women, we are not like that. Our bodies are not really designed like that. Everything is kind of tied to our emotions. So you need to touch her emotions, connect with her emotionally, and her body will just be ready for you. So just see it as an art, not to be rushed, so that you can get the desired results. I'm not an artist, but when I see people making an artwork, they take their time. Sometimes they apply this color, they take it out. It's almost as if they're being lazy, not really doing anything, but they are creating something very beautiful. See it that way. Take your time. Apply this color. If it's not working, apply that one. Use this one. Use that. Now, before you know, that woman will be so happy with you, and there will be no question of whether it's 2 minutes or it's not 2 minutes, because it didn't start from penetration. Love making does not start from penetration. It starts from when you begin to speak to her mind, when you begin to connect with her emotionally. You're already making love to her mind before you come to her body. Meanwhile, if you've ever been called or perceived to be a 2 minutes man, I'm sure from everything I've explained in this video, you would have picked one or two things. If you haven't, let me bring it home to you. Pay attention to her body. That is the first thing you would do. Sometimes external clitoral stimulation is what you need to bring her to her peak. And once you achieve that, it doesn't matter, like I said, it doesn't matter how long you last. After then, it won't count. She's not going to see you as a weak man or someone who cannot, So learn how to use your fingers, use your tongue if you must. It will bring her satisfaction faster than your penetration ever will. Number two, stay emotionally connected. How do you connect with a woman emotionally? One of the best ways to establish good emotional connection is to fill her tanks in ways that she appreciates. And what do I mean by that? Speak her love language, not your own love language. You see, when it comes to love languages, a lot of people make this mistake. You want to love me in the language that you like. No, my own language is different. Maybe you're the type of person who enjoy quality time, and you want to now give me quality time, even though my love language is not quality time. You see, that's a problem. Your love language, one of them might be quality time, and mine might just be receiving gifts. So what you do is, now knowing that my love language, maybe the primarily love language I have is receiving gifts, what you ought to do is to get me the gift. Do you see it now? Get me the gift, and then it will melt my heart. So love her in the way that she likes to be loved. That way you stay connected emotionally. And once you're connected emotionally, guess what? Everything will just happen. The other room will just be so pleasantly busy. The second way to build emotional connection is to communicate, talk about things, try and be friends. I once listened to this preacher on YouTube who was talking about who told you must be friends with your wife. Your wife is not your friend. A lot of these teachings I just hear and I'm like, now soldier work. Your wife is not your friend. Who is she then? So men will listen to this thing now and they will just go and become very mean to their wives. I mean, how can you say your wife is not your friend? That means you don't talk to her, you don't discuss things, nothing. All you do is routine work. You need money, how much? Take. And you're watching your TV. It doesn't work like that. Because if you do that behavior, it will also show in the bedroom. What will happen in the bedroom is you'll be like, what's kind of people that will be like, remove your clothes. She will remove her clothes. You just be, you don't do finish, you don't go. No emotional exchange whatsoever. Everything is just transactional. Okay, do this one. Oh yeah, take this one. Do that one. No, it doesn't have to be like that. If you're not a selfish person, if you want your wife to equally enjoy you as much as you enjoy her, then you should be willing to at least connect with her emotionally, speak her love language, communicate with her. If there are areas that she's failing, try as much as possible to communicate with her. Tell her these things. Have fun together, do fun things, see movies together, go out and hold hands and talk. No matter whether it be pastor for your church, it doesn't take away the place of romance with your wife. And lastly, be kind. Be kind with your words and your actions. And that is why it's very important for you to marry someone you're also sexually and emotionally attracted to. Otherwise, all of this thing is going to fall on dry stones. Always remember that it's not a marathon, it's not a competition, it's a journey of love, of understanding. And once that woman feels seen, safe, secured by you, everything will fall in place. I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you've ever wondered how to actually touch a woman, how to stimulate her, what are the parts of her body that you can really touch, I did not stress that in this video, but I have this video where I explained in details where you can touch a woman and bring her to satisfaction. Do well to check it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.